realize that Monday is our last day? Did y'all know that?
Yep.
I didn't know that until they told me yesterday. So, what does that mean? That means I've got to go over some stuff with y'all before y'all start hammying, and I don't want y'all to start hammying because some of y'all will start doing that, and it gets on my nerves. Okay, so let me go ahead and get some things out of the way, and there we go. All right, last day of class is Monday. Monday, we will go over Chapter 5 test and Chapter 6 test. Okay? So we will probably start class on time, and I'll probably do some of the ones that are maybe challenging and unfamiliar, and not go over the ones that we've beat to death. But we will go over both of those tests to let you see them. I will probably start these tests tomorrow. Probably start them tomorrow, Friday. Sorry. Probably start them Friday. That way, some of you that feel like you're okay with the material can go ahead and get the Chapter 5 and 6 test out of the way. I'm talking, of course, to the 12 students that are actually doing homework in here. Okay? The final exam, and these will terminate the last day of exam, which I think somebody check is the 30th. Somebody check on your calendar. I believe it's the 30th. And the final exam will start the last day of class. Final exam will start on the last day of class. So that means it will start Monday. And it will terminate last day of exam. Did somebody check that? Isn't it the 30th?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So the final exam will be 2 attempts, 2 hours. And I don't know, usually on a calculus test, I'm going to be safe to say it's probably either 25 or 30 questions. And they're all math, and they come from all your tests. So if you want to review your test, you go to Gradebook. You go to whichever test you want to test, whatever test you want to look at. And then you hit the link, the review link. And you should be able to look over your test and maybe even print it out. Now, also, have I been known, I know Mr. Paniello has had me before. Anybody else had me before? Who else? Have I been known to do something at the end of the semester? What have I been known to do? Anybody know?
You want me to say it?
No, I don't want you to say. But I have been known to do something at the end of the semester that kind of helps a student out. So does that mean you need to email me and say you're confused, or do you need to take advantage of it? I'll let you answer that, Mr. Paniello.
You need to take advantage of it.
There you go. Please don't email me and call me and text me and say, I'm confused. You take advantage of it. So if you see something that looks funny, take advantage of it. Is everybody with me? Okay. So
Yep.
who's got questions on the last three tests? The last three tests are the Chapter 5 test, the Chapter 6 test, and the final exam. That's your last three tests. Now, for the 12 people that are actually doing homework, you just need to finish up your homework and take these three tests, and you're done. And whatever your grade book says is what you've got for the semester. So if you need to go back and change something, then you need to try to go back and change it if you can. Who's got questions? Let me ask anybody a question. Let me ask y'all a question. Does Hubert drop your lowest test grade and replace with another test grade? Do I do that? Let's say with exam. Do
No.
I do that? Yes or no?
No.
No, I do not. So I'm going to take a big ass red marker, and this is for all those people that's going to try this at the end of the semester. I do not do that. So I just took that away from you, that you say, oh, I thought that. No, I just took that away from you. I drop your lowest grade on each unit test, and I drop your test, your lowest final exam. That's it. So you can't use this as an excuse. When you don't see the grade that you want, you can't use this as an excuse. I know, I'm a bastard. Anything else? Okay, so there it is. I'm going to put it up there again. Now, I have got the thing set. So if you make a 29, or let's say an 89.48, then chances are, if you make an 89.48, then that means I will bump you up to the next grade, okay? So you don't have to, call me and do all that. You don't have to do that. Okay, has anybody got any questions about the last week or the last few days or anything like that? Okay, so let's go to a homework question, and here's the first homework question. And I looked at all three of the homework questions that were sent, and they look like good test questions. So you might want to write these down. Here's number one. 6.439 6.439, excuse me, /96. And while y'all are writing that down, I got to do something right quick before my house burns down and the oven. This one says, let R be the region bounded by y is equal to x squared. X is equal to 1. Y is equal to 0. Use the shell method to find the volume of the solid generated when R is revolved about the X is equal to -5. So I have no idea what this looks like. So let's go with, let's make X, let's make this pink. And we know that looks like this. And let's make this orange. X is equal to 1. What is X equal to 1? X is equal to number is parallel to the what axis?
Y.
So, sorry, X is equal to 1, be right here. And thank you for that communication. It's always nice to have somebody to communicate. And 1 squared is 1, so that's why I drew that mark there. I'm sorry. Okay, now what? Well, y is equal to 0. Let's use blue on that one. Y is equal to number is parallel to what?
The x-axis.
Parallel to x, so that means it's the x-axis. So there's our region. I'll take my green marker.
Hey Huber, I don't think we can see what you're writing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I suck. There we go. Now everybody should be able to see it. Thank you, Mr. Beckett. Beckett.
Yes, sir.
You have to excuse me. I know Beckett in the Marine Corps. He was a sniper in the Marine Corps. That's why I always think of Beckett when I see your name. There we go. All right, now we got all this covered. What is X is equal? X is equal to a number is parallel with what? Y. So I'm going to take my handy dandy -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm kind of exaggerating the scale here. This is 1 right here, and this is 5 because I don't have really the room, and I want to try to make it where you can see it better. So just ignore that this is equal to 5 and this is equal to 1. Just kind of ignore that, please. And that is X is equal to -5. And we're going to make that yellow. And we are revolving around X is equal to -5. So that means we've got a shell that is parallel with Y going like this. And it's going round and round like that. It's going round and round until it. So you got something that looks something like, I don't know. I don't know, something like that. It's got a bowl shape to it, but this is air, and this is actually your volume right here. And it's coming around here like that, and it all looks like this. I wish I could draw it, but I can't. So we're finding the volume of this in 360 degrees. That's what you're finding the black area. All right. All right, so we're going to do a shell. So we know that a shell is going to be V is equal to 2 pi, and from 0 to 1, well, you know that because this is 0
Priority
to 1.
message coming in on secured channel.
And the radius is equal
Priority
to x.
message coming in on secured channel.
So x is going to go in there, but what is this right here? 5. So somebody tell me, if you were standing on this yellow line, how would you get to this black rectangle? You have to travel 5 miles, and then you have to travel x, don't you? Yes or no?
Yes, so it would be
Okay,
plus
so
6.
that would be x plus what? Or, I'm sorry, 5 plus what?
Plus x.
There you go. Y'all are so smart. Y'all have learned so much in this class. Times, what's the height? And I've said this like 5,000 times. If the radius is equal to x, then what's the height?
Priority 1 message coming in on secured channel.
That means y'all need to speak to me. It means you need to communicate. If r is equal to, if radius is equal to x, then what's height equal to?
The function.
Y, which is what? The function, Hubert. That's right. All right, there's your setup. That's 0 to 1. Okay, there's your setup. Get started. Give you a couple of minutes to get started while I figure out who's blowing up my phone. I wish it was all my stocks emailing me going up. Give you a couple of minutes. So, guess we got to use a little bit of algebra, don't we? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I tell y'all that most of this class was algebra? V is equal to 2 pi, 0 to 1, 5x squared plus x to the third dx. And that's going to be 5x cubed over 3 plus x to the 4th over 4, evaluated at 0 and 1, and all that multiplied by 2 pi. Now, luckily, what does the 0 do?
Cancels everything.
Cancels itself out because 0, but don't, remember, you got to actually take that 0 and mentally put it in here to see if it cancels, because sometimes it doesn't. Okay? And that will leave 1/3 plus 1/4. So V is equal to 2 pi times 1/3 plus 1/4. Common denominator is 12.
Would it not be 5/3?
I'm sorry, what?
Would it
Yeah,
not
thank
be
you,
5/3?
thank you. 5/3, thank you. I was just making sure y'all were awake. 2 pi. And 3 will go in there 4 times, that's 20. And 4 will go in there 3 times. 23 times 2 is 46. But it'll cancel 46. Let's go ahead and cancel the 2 and the 6. That'll be a 6 right there and a 6 right there. I got 23 pi over 6. What did y'all get?
That's what I got.
Then y'all are winners. And I guarantee you there's somebody in here that couldn't do this in a calculus class and now they can do it. That's a good thing. But I want you to be able to see that this stuff is not as difficult as people make it. It's not. And if y'all all notice, what did I do? What did I do first? I drew a picture. Anybody got a question on that one? Let's check it and see if we got it right. Let's check it with our handy dandy calculator. Y'all want to? Let's take our handy dandy calculator and we'll type in this one right here. Let's go with, ooh, it's already on there. Let's go with 0 to 1. And I can't go outside that parenthesis, but I'll do it this way. I'll do 5x squared, 5x squared. I'm looking, hold on, plus x cubed. Can I put 2 pi? No, I can't. I'll have to multiply it by 2 pi afterwards. And that's that. Oop. I don't like something. Oh, thought I put in a 0. That's a decimal. Hold on. There we go. My bad. Okay. Now I'm going to multiply that by 2 pi. $12.04. So let's go back and check ours and see what we got. And that's 23 pi divided by 6. So 23 times pi divided by 6. Look at there. It's a miracle. So that's a good test question, y'all. And it's not actually too long for a test question. Mr. Paniello, these problems seem to be rolling a little bit easier this semester. What?
They are.
They are good.
You explain it a lot better than
Let's.
my
Well, I
previous.
wouldn't. I was just saying, and I just think they go a lot better if
Oh,
you
yeah.
second time around. Thank you.
No.
All right. Let's see. Where is another one? Here's another one. This one is the second homework question. Oh, we didn't type it in. Okay. 0 to 1. And I got 5x squared plus x cubed. 5x squared plus x cubed. 5x squared plus x cubed dx. And I can't type worth a flip. Plus, there we go. Ain't that what we got? 5x squared plus x cubed, and then 2 pi times that, but I don't know where they want it. I'm going to put 2 pi right here, and then parentheses, in parentheses right there. I don't know if they'll like that or not, but I ain't got nowhere else to put the 2 pi. Oh, we got it right. And what did we get? We got 23 pi over 6. Oh, yeah. Now, I like that question. Why do I like that question? Short and what? It's pretty short and sweet. I don't like those Philadelphia lawyer questions. Y'all know that. 6, 4, 45, 7. 6, 4, 45 slash 7. All right, write her down. I'll blow it up a little bit if I can. That's already at 150. Good gracious. You should be able to see that. Okay, this one says use both the washer method and the shell method. Now, this is 2 good test questions. I would not ask you this on a test, but internally, this is 2 good test questions. Y is equal to x squared. Y is equal to 9. X is equal to 0. And we are revolving. Y is equal to 4, negative 4. Revolving around y is equal to negative 4. So I got to draw this up. So we got something that looks, well, y is equal to negative 4. That's down here. So I'm going to draw it right here. We're going to draw a, there we go. And x squared, and well, let me do y is equal to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And x is equal to 0 squared, but x is equal to 0 is the y-axis, so it doesn't go past the y-axis. So that means it looks like that. Hold on just a second. Be working on it, please. Sorry, my mother thinks she has a doctor's appointment today, but that's not. She needs to get her blood drawn, and we can do that tomorrow. And I told her we were going to do it Friday, but she thinks she has to go today anyway. All right, so where was I? Let me do this because I done got disjointed here. Okay, well, x squared. Crap. X squared is right here. Y is equal to 9 is right here. X is equal to 0 is right here. And y is equal to -4 is right here. And right quick, I'm going to say right here that this distance is 4. So in order for us to travel from the blue line to the pink line, we got to travel an extra 4 miles to get to the pink line. So just remember that when we're doing our setup. Okay. Now it says to use, let's go back to the question, washer and shell. Washer, okay, around here would be, let's see, this is your top function. This is f of x. This is your bottom function, so this would be g of x, because this is your region and that's the dominant function. Right? Everybody should be saying, yeah, that's right. That's okay. I don't need communication to verify, but because y'all don't communicate. Y'all gonna be in a dadgum department meeting and the boss is gonna say, what do y'all think? And you're just gonna sit there and look at him and he's gonna get just as pissed as I am. And he's gonna fire y'all. And then you gotta go clean out your janitorial closet. All right, so there is the region you want. And I'm just going to draw a picture. Watch this. Here is my washer. Okay, I don't have anything here, but I got something here. So there is my hole, and there is my metal. So there's my washer. So this is my outside radius, and this is my what? inside radius. And we got to, before we even get to the before we even get to the pink or the yellow, we've got to travel an extra what? 4 miles. So what does that mean? That means that your R is going to be, your radius is going to be your actual function. Okay? But your height is going to be 9 plus 4. So that's going to be, okay, volume is equal to pi from 0. We got to do that. We don't know what that point is right there. So let's set it equal to each other. X squared is equal to 9. So therefore that's a 3. Right? So 0 to 3 of, oh, it's a washer, so you don't need the 2. And that's going to be 9 plus 4 squared. That's our height. Minus, what is the inner, what's the inner radius? Somebody tell me what the inner radius is. The outside radius is 4 plus 9. What's
4x
the
squared.
inside radius?
Is it 4 plus x squared?
Good job. All right, there's your setup. Go to work. Give you a couple of minutes. And yes, I'm letting y'all do a little bit more work today because it is getting close to the test, and 12 of y'all haven't done jack on the homework, so at least I'm giving you this opportunity to do it. So I'm going to take it to the next step. V is equal to pi 0 to 3. 13 squared is 169. Minus 16 minus 8x squared. Somebody check my algebra. Minus x to the 4th, I believe. So that's going to give us v is equal to pi 0 to 3 negative x to the 4th minus 8x squared. Somebody tell me what 169 minus 16, 153. Somebody help me out.
Yes, 153.
153?
Yep.
Okay. All right, there's your second setup. And let's see, for some of you that got stuck getting there, go ahead and see if you can finish it out. I believe we need to sing a song for Miss Martinez in the wilderness, out there in the nature. Sing Born Free. We need to have her theme song going on. Or the Lion King, since she's out there with nature.
Oh, thank you.
It's better than having ceiling fans. Anything's better than ceiling fans, because ceiling fans tell me that you're not in the room. That's what ceiling fans tell me. So, all right, V is equal to pi, and I'm going to do brackets, negative x to the 5th over 5 minus 8x cubed over 3 plus 153x. Evaluated at 0 and 3, and of course the 0 does cancel. And that leaves you with V is equal to pi negative 3 to the 5th power over 5 minus 8 times 3 to the 3rd power over 3
Priority 1 message coming in on
plus
secure channel.
153 times 3. And I'm just going to carry that down 3 dots, and y'all can work the math. I got, now somebody check me, 1692 pi over 5. Check me on that, because I didn't type it in. So let me type it in, and we'll see if that's the answer. Did anybody else get that? Oh gosh, I got to do all this.
Yeah.
All right, 0 to 3. 0 to 3. And let's go with negative x shift up to the 4th. Come on. Negative x shift up to the 4th. Okay, it won't let me type, so to hell with it. There. Choke on it. Tried to type it in twice and you wouldn't let me. Okay, now it didn't even take that. There it is. And now we don't have to do that until we do the shell. Okay, whatever. The volume is equal to 1692 pi. I'm fixing to scream, and I'm fixing to throw this laptop through the window. 1692 pi divided by 5. Okay, we know we got the right answer. Now let's go back and do the shell method. Now, the shell method, I'm going to redraw it for your benefit. I'm just going to redraw it. I'm not going to write everything. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. X squared. And I'm going to draw all the colors again, just for your benefit. And pink. And yellow. And green. And this is 1. And this is 1, and this is 0. Okay, now, the shell method, since we're going to use the shell method now, things are a little bit different. And it's going to be around the, what is it, -4? Yeah, -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I always like to put in this right here, that this distance is 4. Always like to do that because I don't want to forget. Okay, and we all know that this distance plus this distance that's 9. This distance right here is 9. Okay, and we're going to set it up. Now, since we're putting it around here, and its parallel is sitting on what we're doing, as we said, and I've got to make this y is equal to x squared. I've got to solve for x. Okay, and I'm going to put that in red since some of you didn't print that out yesterday, even though I told you to. I know half of you didn't. Okay, since our shell is right here, and it's being rotated around this axis, so it's going to be looking like this. It's just not going to have right there, and it's just going to be that right there. So since this is parallel to the since our rectangle is perpendicular to -4, we've got to get everything in terms of y. So that's going to be x is equal to y to the 1/2 power. And that's going to be our function, y to the 1/2 power. And what is our radius? Well, our radius is going to be y plus 4. Because right here, it's going to be these numbers right here plus 4. And each one, you got one, yeah, each one, so it's going to be y plus 4. So the radius is equal to y plus 4, and the height is equal to x to the 1/2, or y to the 1/2 power. All right, set her up. Because you've got everything you need, and it's going to be from 0 to 9. Because this is 0. Oh, I'm sorry, that's 9. Sorry about that. All right, so you're going to have, and I'm writing it in red because as everything turned to red, because we had to change this in terms of y, so everything's got to be in terms of y. So v is equal to 2 pi from 0 to 9. And the reason you know 9 is because when you plug 3 in for x, what do you get? You get 9. And I think we said that this was 3. I must have wrote it down wrong. And I don't know why I put a 1 there. Okay, there you go. And that's going to be this times this. So I don't care how you put it. Y plus 4 times y to the 1/2 dy. All right, now I'm going to let you go to the next. I'm going to go to the next page. I'm going to leave this on the front page so you can go ahead and finish it out and see if you get the same answer, which is, I done forgot it, 1692 pi over 5. So see if you get the same answer. So I'm going to go to the next page. And I haven't done this one, so I have no idea if it comes out to be that or not. So V is equal to 2 pi, 0 to 9. Y, this is going to be 2 halves, that'd be 3 halves. Y to the 3 halves plus 4 y to the 1 half dy. So I guess we can go ahead and do the antiderivative. V is equal to 2 pi brackets y to the 3 halves plus 2 halves over 3 halves plus 2 halves. I'm doing this for y'all's benefit. Plus 4 y to the 1 half plus 2 halves over 1 half plus 2 halves. Evaluated at 0 and 9. Now all you got to do is clean this up. And that's going to be V is equal to 2 pi brackets. Well, 3 halves plus 5 halves, but you bring it up, it's going to be 2/5 y to the 5 halves plus this is going to be 3 halves times 2/3. So that's going to be 8/3 y to the 3 halves. Now I hope somebody checks me on that, but if you don't, we'll find out if it's right or not later. Of course, the 0 takes out the 0, so you don't have to worry about the 0. So we'll plug in the 9. So V is equal to 2 pi 2/5 times 9 to the 5 halves. And you can do that in your head. I'll show you in just a minute. Plus 8/3 9 to the 3 halves. Okay, V is equal to 2 pi. And what is the square root of 9?
Really?
So that'd be 2/5 times 3 to the 5th power plus 8/3 times 3 to the 3rd power. And yes, I'm going to take it over to the next page. So V is equal to 2 pi times, well, 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3 is 81. 81 times 3 is 243. Somebody check my math. What is 3 to the 5th?
243.
So that's going to be 4. Oh, crap. 486. What's 2 times 243? 486 over 5.
Correct.
Plus 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. And 27 times 8 over 3, hold on a minute, 27 times 8 over 3, I'm just going to hold that for a second. So V is equal to 2 pi. We're going to have to get a common denominator anyway. Okay, 8 times 27. 8 times 25 is $2. So 8 times 25 is $2. And that'd be 16. So somebody, is that 216? What is it? What's 27 times 8?
216.
Okay, so I'm going to change that to 216. So 5 will go in there 3 times. 3 times this, 18. 3 times 8, 5, 2. Y'all check me on that. What's 3 times 486? Three times 486.
1458.
Okay. 3 will go into 15 5 times. Well, 5 times 200 is 1,000. 5 times 60 is 90. So 2,090. Somebody check my math, please. 5 times 216. 580. 2080. I think.
I got 1080.
Yeah, I got 1080 also.
1080? Okay. And that's going to be V is equal to 2 pi 1458 plus 1080 is equal to 813, bring you 1, 2538 over 15. I have no idea how this is going to come out. Doesn't look right, but
That's what I got.
1692. Well, how did they take out the 5 and the 2? Unless 5 goes into this. 3. I think 3 goes into this. Divided by 3, divided by 3. So let's go with 3 will go into, that'd be 8, 4, and 6. Somebody help me out there. And that's 5. So 2 pi times 846 over 5. 2 times 6 is 12. Bring you 1, 9. Bring your 2 times 8 is 16. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Those are 2 good test questions. All right, let's check the last homework question.
It's 120.
Oh, it's already, I'm sorry. All right, let me take the roll. Let me get that done. Sorry about that. Time flies when you're having fun and you start class late. So we'll finish up homework.